The legend of Thomas Lloyd, the undead outlaw. Long before railroads crossed the frontier, something fell from the heavens. One silent night, a blazing meteor tore across the sky. It burned with colors no man had ever seen: neon green, deep purple, a strange fire glowing against the darkness. When it struck the desert, the earth shook. A lonely crater formed in the wilderness that would one day be called New Mexico. Inside the broken stone was something strange. From the meteor seeped a glowing liquid, thick, slow, alive with color. Neon green and purple ooze pooled in the crater and pulsed faintly in the darkness. For thousands of years it remained there, waiting. Then the age of the Old West arrived. Outlaws rode the frontier, and gold changed hands at the end of a gun. Among those gunslingers was a man named Thomas Lloyd. Thomas rode with thieves who robbed banks and trains across the frontier. He was quick with a revolver and fearless in a fight, but unlike the men beside him, Thomas had a plan. While the others drank away their gold in saloons and gambled through the night, Thomas secretly saved his share. Piece by piece, he built a hidden fortune. His dream was simple. One day, he would leave the outlaw life behind and start over with the woman he loved. But greed poisons men. After one successful robbery, two outlaws who rode beside Thomas decided they wanted his gold. Under the cold desert stars, they turned on him. Gunfire shattered the night. Thomas Lloyd fell into the sand. The traitors dragged his body deep into the desert and buried him in a shallow grave. What they did not know was that the place they chose was the ancient crater where the meteor had fallen centuries before. Beneath the dirt, the strange ooze began to move. The glowing liquid seeped through the sand and reached the fallen gunslinger. Neon green and purple light spread through the grave like living fire. Then the earth trembled. A skeletal hand burst from the desert soil. Thomas Lloyd clawed his way back to the surface. But he was no longer the man who had been buried there. His flesh had withered away, leaving a glowing skull beneath his black cowboy hat. Neon green and purple fire burned inside his empty eyes. The meteor had brought him back as something new, an avenging undead nightmare bright upon evildoers, an undead gunslinger outlaw. Now Thomas Lloyd rides the frontier once more, hunting the monsters that roam the West and the men who betrayed him.